It's been a long time since I've made an updated video of things to do in El Paso, and I've been searching online to see if any other creators are talking about these places, and I have yet to see them talked about. So I'm about to put you on so that you and your family can go and have a great time, whether you're thinking about doing something that is not going to cost you anything. I've included some of those. Whether you're looking to actually go and spend some money and have some fun, or whether you're looking to do outdoors activities. I am going to cover them in this video, and if you enjoy this video, please let us know so that we know that you're enjoying this and I can make more for you. Okay, so let's get to it. All right, guys, so for activity number 1 to do in El Paso, it is not going to cost you a single dime. This is Rio Bosque Wetlands, and it's 372 acres. This is basically a park managed by UTIP's Center for Environmental Resource Management. The wetlands and riverside forest once graced the banks of the Rio Grande in El Paso del Norte region. They were the most productive natural habitat in the region, but today they are virtually gone. Now, what you see here is what is remaining, and they're really doing their best to preserve every single aspect of this park. Honestly, we had a great time. We walked for maybe about an hour. We were able to complete the full trail on one side, but I am so excited to go back and continue to explore because they do have some other sections that are not on the trail, but they still allow you to walk down that area. So if you're looking for something that's not going to cost you much, but you are also open to the outdoors, I highly recommend you check this place out. As you can see here, my little one was having a blast. I felt like I was crossing the bridge to Terabithia. If you know, you know. And as we continued on this journey, we saw a ton of plants that personally I have not just seen everywhere in El Paso. So that was a pretty big deal. Now, we also found these yellow, beautiful flowers. My little one got me one. I was so touched. And overall, like I said, I definitely encourage you guys to go out there and really see what other activities are available to you, because El Paso really is a place where you can find something to do that's not going to cost you a dime. Now, the second activity that we head out after our little trip is to get some calories. This is Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory. I always struggle with that because sometimes I want to call it the Rocky Mortgage, but that's a whole other conversation. But here you can go and actually buy some delicious apples, and they have a ton of flavors, so there's definitely something for everybody. Now, this is a activity that I also encourage you guys to check out. This is a completely new day, but this is a new spot that opened here in El Paso, Crunch and Chill. It is a local ice cream shop, and as you can see, they had anime theme, a ton of things that were sweets from Japan. One of my oldest is actually obsessed with anything that has to do with Japanese cuisine, Japanese architecture, Japanese everything. So we definitely had to give this place a try. If you're in the area, I highly recommend you do as well. Now, I'm going to show you, there's a little plaza here, so you can do some shopping if you want to, but over across the street, you're going to have one of my favorite places to go get brunch, 150 Sunset. Highly recommend you check it out. I actually had my baby shower there. Friendly staff, super good food, and it's just a vibe. They also have some bars here. I personally don't drink, but when I used to drink, I definitely enjoyed bar hopping in these areas. So I encourage you to also go and just check out what they have. Now, our next activity was actually inspired by my oldest because he is, like I mentioned, an anime lover, a Japanese anything lover, and he wanted to go to the anime con this year. And honestly, it was definitely an activity that I wanted to include here. The whole family dressed up. I dressed up both of my boys. We were definitely vibing, and there were a bunch of local vendors here. You could buy food, you can buy magazines, you can buy posters. As you can see, my little one is having the time of his life. Also, we got to actually get autographs by one of the voice creators of one of the Demon Slayer animes that he really loves. So that was super cool. And I mean, just look at the artist, look at everything that you're going to see here. Oh, we also were able to hold this amazing snake. There was like a little petting zoo area going on, so that was super fun. Now, another activity that I also encourage you guys to check out, and this is of course if you like sushi, but Umami Revolving Sushi Place is definitely a spot that you guys should check out. Okay, so this place was delicious. I loved how they had a bunch of technology that most restaurants don't have. After this, we actually headed to the local Sun City Kitty location where you can either adopt a cat, have coffee with a cat, or just simply go and pet some kitties. And of course, this is debatable. If you're allergic, this might not be for you, but my son has been super obsessed with having a cat, and I have 4 dogs at home, 2 pit bulls, a husky, and a shih tzu. So that wouldn't really go with the theme. But again, we wanted to go and give this place a try. Now, this next activity is Jumbo Park. And if you have not been here, it is definitely an experience. You also can buy memberships, which I really enjoyed because we do go there pretty often, honestly. So definitely look into the membership. Now we're going to kick back to some local outdoor activities again. And for me personally, I love taking road trips. In this particular video, I'm showing you guys the forest Lincoln National Forest. I said that wrong, sorry. But it is honestly so stunning. And this is why I tell you guys that there's so much to do here in El Paso. I was here at 𝐵𝐻𝐺𝐶 and I'm showing you guys the commute. I know for some of you guys, 3 hours, 2 hours is maybe going to be too much, but it is so worth it. And the Franklin Mountains. Let's not forget the Franklin Mountains. I've done a full review on the Franklin Mountains. This is like my go-to place. This is where I go to meditate. This is where I go to just relax and connect with nature. I've also been taking my oldest and now I'm taking my youngest starting hiking, and they absolutely love it. I also included some of my other 2 favorite places there for you guys as a bonus. I just really want you guys to see that El Paso does have a lot to offer. I know there's a lot of people out there that say El Paso is so boring, El Paso has nothing, and this is why I say honestly it's not for everybody. I know that if I were, let's say, in San Antonio and there was humidity and you told me, hey girl, we're gonna go hike, I would say no thank you. But because it's dry over here, I can put up with it and I enjoy it. This particular day was stunning. The temperature was great, the views were amazing, and this is where you really get to just go out, explore, not spend a dime, and really just make the best out of it. We also like to take some food up there, so we love to have like a little sandwich up there, or actually one time I went up with a friend and he took full-on gear and he cooked some eggs up there, cooked some avocado toast. It was a whole vibe. So definitely encourage you guys checking that out. Now the next one is free 99. Yes, because of course you know that I am a realtor. So my kiddos love to go see houses with me whenever I'm not going to meet clients. We either go to record content for our social media accounts, and I love coming along. Okay. And in this particular house, my kiddo is actually showing you guys the Festival of Homes, which if you don't know about the Festival of Homes, send me a message and I would love to share details about the next one, because it's definitely an experience that everybody should at least go to one time. Now, this next series part of the video, I'm going to highlight the parks. The parks, because so many people say sometimes that we have no trees. I've heard this, and honestly, I don't blame you if you're one of those people, but I've heard some of my military clients that actually were coming and PCSing into El Paso, and they said that when they looked out the window, they were like, what in the world? Like, where am I going? There's no trees. It's just desert. I thought that was so funny. But no, we do have trees. I promise you, we have trees and we have grass. And of course, sometimes in the winter, it's going to die and you're not going to see it all nice and fluffy and rich and green. But for the most part, the parks are actually really taken care of and they're really safe. Now, like I said, you do not have to spend a lot of money to honestly have a great time. You can go get some nice little baguettes. You can make your own little Parisian little vibe, have a tea, have some kombucha, have some food, and honestly just enjoy yourself with the family. Like I said, there is so much to do, so many activities, and this is why I really wanted to highlight the parks, because I have heard a lot of people say there really isn't anything out there, and there is. Okay, now this is another one of my hidden gems, which is the El Paso Municipal Garden for roses. I love this place and I have been here a few times, so I just want to give you the heads up. When I've gone in certain times of the season, the flowers do die, okay? Because I saw a bunch of comments on the reviews of people just being negative and saying there is no roses. My friend, there is roses. It's just that they actually go through seasons, and sometimes you're going to go through the season in which they're not there. So this is a video showing you guys that yes, there is roses and it looks stunning. So if you just want to go and read and meditate, I highly recommend you check this place out. Now, this next place is, of course, the zoo. And the zoo is a place that my little one really, really enjoys going to. There's a place where you can go and actually, in the summer, there's like a splashing pad area. So you can take your little ones and have them get wet. Now they've added more things. As you can see here, there's like a little acrobat section, which I thought was super fun. Also, there is a huge jungle gym that both of my boys love, love, love. And as you can see here, there is a picnic area. So once again, take some food if you don't want to spend a lot of money on the food that they have there, and just go ahead and be prepared. Okay, this other one, I was honestly going to keep it to myself, but I can't do that to you guys. So I'm going to share Whitesur Park. This is the boys' favorite park, okay? It has so much to do, and it is free $99. And look at how huge the space behind the little fence area is. I'll show you in a second. But I really wanted to highlight that because if maybe you have older kids and want to play soccer, football, whatever it is, there is a ton of space. And here I dropped my phone. I wanted to be raw and show that part with you guys, because I just think that honestly, creating content is part of who I am at this point. I really enjoy showing you guys places that I wish somebody would have shared with me. And of course, in this series, my main goal is to help you really see that there really is a lot to do in El Paso. Now, depending on when you are in town, also, I recommend you checking out the pumpkin patch, okay? The pumpkin patch is super fun, and I know in the reviews, I feel like there's always negative Nancy's, right? There's people that are going to comment, no, it wasn't fun. My kids and I loved it, so check it out. And this last one is a huge bonus because I did not know that we were so close to a racetrack, okay? So if you're into that, I highly encourage you check it out. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you guys on the next one.